Oh my goodness.
What's up, everybody? This is DonRob over here at Take Podcast. I just want to say thank you again for coming back. If you're here on audio only, you know what to do. Please add me to your playlist. If you're here on YouTube or on Rumble, you also know what to do. Excuse me, I'm coughing, man. Maybe I should do a retake. I can't. It's one shot. I hit record, I go. Why? Because I'm my own producer, man. I had to let go of the producer last year, right before Christmas, actually. I think it was right after Christmas I let them go. Man, but I'll try my best not to puff, I'll really try my best. But I just want to thank you for coming. This is episode 2 of 2026. Fuck, man. It's been it's been a hard year, and I'm not going to go into it right now exactly what has been very challenging for me, but I'll do that on the next episode, right? Right now, you're on episode 33. So, I'll talk about, some of the personal things that I'm dealing with and why you haven't really seen me much so far for the beginning of this year. I've had some personal, trauma in my life, and some things happen that, has really set my mind back and made me kind of not give a fuck about watching any news or, I even took some time off work, man. But I'll just tell you, I lost my mom. My mother just passed away. And, if I don't know if you relate with me, but I did not grow up with a father. So my mom was my mom and my dad. And she raised 8 of us.
Ain't nobody tell us it was fair. No love for my daddy because the coward wasn't there.
Single mom, raised 8 of us, man. And so it's been hard, man. It's been challenging. And with that said, I don't even feel like talking about news, getting into news. And, I've been like, man, I need to do an episode. I don't really feel like it, because I haven't been following any news, man. I see some things going on, but I'm not even going to mention what's been going on right now because I don't want it clogged into this particular episode. Because, I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? About 6 or 7 months ago, I did, a little thing, history of the white rapper, really curse of white rappers, and right here, Matter of fact, real quick, why don't we just recap? Let's go. Before you ever even had rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it, we had, obviously we had disco, we had funk. We had so much other music, man. But before all of that, you had what they call rock and roll. And a lot of people, they want to assume the king of rock was Elvis Presley. Just like for a while there, I remember when, people were crowning Eminem like the king of rap. It was crazy. And when you really dive into it, it's the music business doing it, just like any other type of fake news that's out there. A lot of people don't even know who the real king of rock is. You could say it's Chuck Berry, you could say it's Fats Domino, but to me, it's Otis Blackwell. Otis Blackwell was a ghostwriter that, basically, he wrote Elvis Presley's big hit in 1956, Don't Be Cruel. You know what I'm saying?
Now I couldn't be found sitting home all alone. Well, if you can't come around.
First off, Blondie was like a rocker. Here she is.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you.
So she did a little bit of a rap, like a quick verse, man. But the real first white rapper, just so you guys know, was in 1981. And he was in a rap group called the Rappers Rap Group. 1981, think about that. And is credited with helping to establish the first West Coast rap label ever on the West Coast.
Like DJ Flash. And I'm like, DJ Flash. I couldn't know who he was. And then Duffy said, I got a surprise. And all of a sudden, here come this white boy with this long hair, and I'm thinking he's a hippie or guitarist. He's not a rapper. Duffy was like, yes, he is. Duffy just sat back, and I looked at this rapper, and I was like, man, he got long hair. He looked like a rock star instead of a rapper. But then Duffy was a visionary. And so DJ Flash was the very first white rapper ever before the Eminem, before the Beastie Boys. He was the first one.
1983 came the Beastie Boys. They didn't even mean to be rappers. They were making fun of rap, man.
Yo, I said I'm calling you, babe.
A year later, Rick Rubin graduated from college and met Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons was a very well-known manager working with Run DMC.
You gotta fight for your right.
Let's make the white Run DMC. The Beastie Boys. In 1989, third base, aka Pete Nice and MC Serch. That was the answer, supposedly, to EPMD. And then, Everlast. He drops his first album with Warner Brother Records called Forever Everlasting.
For rap that lasts, it's Everlast.
In that same year, in 1990, when Everlast was coming out, there was this fake-ass rapper that the labels were like, we're gonna make money with this motherfucker. He was a Miami rapper, and he struck gold like a motherfucker. He didn't last long, though. Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice, at that time, was the answer, the white answer, to MC Hammer. That was blown the fuck up worldwide. So this was the white answer.
As a matter of fact,
to MC Hammer. Didn't last long though. So in 1992, Everlast comes back and reforms a group called
3 words, folks. House of Pain. Okay? 3 more words. St. Patrick's Day.
Then he became the household name. That same year that was happening, another group was forming. Insane Clown Posse.
Boom shaka day. I'm J and I'm back like a vertebrae.
One day we were doing a concert in Detroit. We were doing synchronized dancing, and he kept messing up the steps. So I grabbed the 2-liter Faygo and I busted him in the head with it. And everybody cheered and everybody loved it because it didn't make sense.
But then in 1993, a Canadian rapper came out. His name was MC Snow. He came out with a song about snitching called Informer. That motherfucker was a banger. It was a hit, but he didn't last long. I think that was his only hit. I could be wrong, but that's all I remember. But then in 1998, Kid Rock drops this song here. A year before that, you know, you had Eminem. Dre was already looking at him. He already heard about him from that Hip Hop Rap Olympics or whatever that was called. He already got a demo from him. He already heard some mixtapes from him. So guess what happened? The curse hit all those other rappers. Because again, there can only be one, man. There can only be one. That's just how it works, man. So in 1998, he recorded his album. Eminem did. He recorded the Slim Shady LP. It dropped in 1999, a year after Kid Rock came out. It peaked at number 2. It should have peaked at 1. When you go back into the time scale of all these rappers, because, I mean, once M dropped, it was, you were done. If you were a white rapper, you were done. Right before M dropped, there was a white rapper out of Sacramento, like 3 years before M dropped. His name's Low Key.
Hey, what you doing?
Brother Lynch Hung was bringing him out. He was putting him out there on all kinds of shit, man.
Fuck you watching?
Once Eminem hit the scene, it was curtains. It was lights out for most white rappers. Probably, man. So there you go, man. And, you know, that was the beginning of them motherfuckers. Do you know what happened right after that? Do you know what happened right after that? It's real simple. The rise of the underground. Let's get into that part of it. Part 2, let's go.
You're about to watch an opinion-based podcast This episode is not meant to be facts. It is only the opinion of the host. The host lists all references with links in the box below. Again, this is only the opinion of the host.
He's here. Now broadcasting somewhere in Northern California.
In the bowel, right to the belly of the beast.
Inside his command post. Somewhere in the brick and steel of a nondescript building. We have made contact with him. DonRob from DonRob Flixx.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is part 2 to History of the White Rappers. Well, the curse, actually, to be real with you. Basically, what started happening with rap, I mean, it's really fucking simple, right? The white boys started getting their own little fan base outside of gangster rap is really what started happening, man. And it really started happening because of groups like Limp Bizkit and others like that. But it evolved it, and it really started to change a lot of things. Rap was evolving, so was white rappers, and the fans kept growing, man. Look.
This is for friends and such. My generation ain't friends with slugs. Thank God for the drugs and drugs. Tell us to beat it up right here, hot for guns. Right here, hot for guns. For the love of God, run.
For those of you who don't know, I've been making records for years.
My name is LP. I produce and I rap too.
LP from rap group Company Flow. First heard in 1997, you guys. Company Flow, LP. But then, well, I'm kind of jumping the gun right now, but just, LP from Company Flow.
But I'm a new face, and that's cool to me. Come in, join the party, because it's raw and it's pretty intense down here.
I'm the ugliest version of passed out toxic capitalist. Rapping MC perversion. I'm America. You're bleeding heart, liberal dribble get squashed. Watch them with civilized rhyme, patriot, guided weaponry. Far from the makers of deviance hordes. I'm America.
In 1999, he went solo.
Welcome to hell. Excuse me, I'll just let me just clean up for you a little bit. This couch actually has seen probably every underground rapper's ass in the history of hip-hop since 1996. That was the year I stopped working, Not that I had any money, but I had decided I was a rapper. I'm coming to the hellhole of my life. This vocal booth cost $17 million.
I'm cut most meticulous with a similar interest. King of pen is synced to a metronome without an influence. Shot, burner off, killed the buck that ran.
Blanket was actually the blanket that Jesus was wrapped in. I never really liked authority. That's always been a problem with me. I was getting kicked out of high schools left and right, and I had to do something. You know what I mean? I was on the verge of lifehood disaster.
As a smoking dust, signing contracts I haven't authority debated. Got my name up in your mouth like cock and gingivitis. But every rhyme becomes the official new blueprint for wannabe writers.
I'm the son of a jazz musician. Music is basically in my blood. And I went to musical engineering school. For me, building a recording studio and learning how to use it was essential. All my album was recorded here. I wanted to make an album that was human and real and nervous and scared. I make music about heartache and stress and confusion and Brooklyn.
Patriotic, robotic, operate catapults and step over innocence. Vagrant of Reaganomics phase. Read the books that will burn at the bar range.
Strangely enough, a large percentage of the audience knows all the lyrics. If you know my music, they're not exactly, you can't really just follow the bouncing ball. I chose a long time ago that I never wanted to be told what my music should sound like. And once you decide that, it's a whole different road.
I'm America, arrogant, terminus, verbal curfew murder. You either purchase my products or you're worthless. You never look into the oculus of a daylight saber, eraser, city headed monument you face are comprising of patriot droids sent into the void with lead linings, employed by the bureaucrats of automatic twisted rhyme timing. You guarantee nothing but my fat little finger. That lingers when it's off in a big button. Let's start this. I'm staring gas hot in the apartments. I'm stealth like a robot, hidden in the fat asshole of Cartman.
But yo, I tell people all the time, like, you're like one of my biggest influences. If it wasn't for you, man, I don't think I'd be here right now. How did all of this start, man?
I got kicked out of high school.
That's how it starts for most of us.
Real shit.
Yeah.
So you was already writing rhymes in high school?
Yeah, I was writing rhymes when I was 10.
Damn,
Yeah,
man.
I'm Jam J, the impossible child. When I tell my tale, all the girls will go wild.
See,
Yeah.
that's how you know a real MC when a motherfucker know they first rap.
Yep. What's he doing now and what's he been doing for a decade plus? Man, this dude's been killing the fucking stage, co-group member with, you know, Killer Mike in the rap group.
Cowan. Penny, Annie, your bets up. Any sanity left? Nah. Any chance for humanity's landing on who the next up? Hope we handle the mammal enough to work from the neck up. Those who handle and damage control don't wish us the best luck. I'm a living in smoke type, floating with a grin over the multi. Harry Allen on you, bitch, I believe no hype.
Run them jewels fast, run them jewels fast, run them, fuck the slow-mo.
Hey, we out of order, your honor, you out of order. This whole court is unimportant, you fuckers are walking corpses. I'm a clip wig synonym, living within distortion. I bite into a cyanide molar before you whores win. I'm a New Yorkie and I'm fucked for the jump. I wear my Yankees so tilted, I actually walk with a hunch. Look at Mikey, I think he's likey, we are sinister sons.
Hey, we the type to preach it with a grin and a gun. Come on.
This is when I started liking white
These
rap.
motherfuckers all throwing no rolls. You guys with a bad dream better not sleep. They can know those do some blow. Oh shit, what the hell have we done? It's alive and it's hungry as fuck. Better hide all the sides of the dough, but it's out of my control. You a shit out of luck. I don't wanna be unfair, but the pair we got beat that weak shit you got. Good spot without new box. Who's drop? Good squad without nuance. I don't wanna sound unkind, but the sounds I make are the sounds of the hounds that are howling. Under your bed, I'm here growling. Same time under the blanket, you're cowering.
Damn. But right before him was this dude right here. Love him or hate this motherfucker. He's been relevant since the first day they tried to cancel his ass, man. He was signed at the age of, 18 to Jive Records, but they shelved his ass. This is EPK 1994 right here. Guess who it is? I was never really a big fan, but gotta respect him a little.
Crucified him!
I got started in rap when I was like 12 years old. I met this kid named Bub, Human Beatbox Bub, and he used to just beatbox and rap, and everybody thought he was crazy and so what happened is I just started writing raps and started battling when I was like 13, 14.
This man's eating ice cream. People see that. People don't believe that. This freestyle kick I kick with the rap. But now we pass the rock bottom. People see that I'm not wide like a scrotum. Checking out some old ladies walking in the pathway. People get the halfway. The soul man's about to pass me up. But people get up, word up, and just get up. We go, nobody beats the whiz.
My music is like laid back, and I let his
really
vocals ride my music.
I've never been a fan.
You know, and that gave us a nice little demo package. Then people saw the chemistry in our package, and a lot of labels started to gig to it, you know. And knock on wood, you know, we got signed.
I met up with Nas when I was like 17, and we started making demos ever since. All kinds of, you know, just I went from town to town trying to battle people, you know, all throughout Suffolk County, Nassau County. Instead of having like the kids that were supposedly making records do the battling, they'd have me battle for them and everything.
That's what makes it.
My best buddy, I swing it to the left and I swing it to the right. Goes ahead, now you still wanna fight. I'm the ruggedest. If you was the rarest, why you wanted this?
Kinda sounds like he's trying to
a fish to the ribs. I glory if it's with the kips. Underground, trust bound, justified dips.
How I rap, that's gimmicks. Are you a rapper, or are you gonna go by some horror rap, horrorcore. I can't do that stuff. The horror movies is just, I think it's, they make me crack up. I can't stop watching cheesy B movies.
I've never been
they're
a
the
big
greatest
fan of
things
it
that ever
myself,
happened.
to be real with you guys.
R.A. has a unique style in about 3,000 ways. Number one, not too many people vomit as they do their lyrics in the studio. Number two, most people project from their stomach, and he just refuses to do that. It's strictly tearing up his throat. He is street. He is like the crustiest. That's why we got.
That makes sense. I didn't think about that.
Because he's got to be one of the most disgusting people I've ever met in my life.
Justified dibs. R.A. the rugged man. Night of the bloody apes. Yo, all this horrible it's for I started it, now I'm gonna end it.
Bloodshed's the first single, which a lot of people aren't going to get at first, but the flow is just retarded, and not a lot of people are going to mess with the flow. Bloodshed, who. I mean, the flow, you know, a lot of people don't gig as hard to the production, whatever, but the single's slamming. And then I got this song called Every Record Label Sucks, which is basically one of my favorites lyrically. And I mean, the whole album, I could go on and on. Any song you name on the album, I'll brag about, because I love the album.
Picking your nose on camera is comedy. But for the crustified dibs, it's a way of life. Thank God this video's PG. Because there's no telling what you would see, you know?
This microphone's pissing.
This is where you live, eh?
Yeah, this is where I live. Nah, it was in Forster.
R.A. the Rugged Man. His next two albums get shelved, and he doesn't drop his first album until 2004 or something like that. We'll circle back to R.A. a little later, but that's why you haven't heard from him, because he got shelved. You know, when he signed to these guys at an early age for 2 albums back to back. Had to do it on his own, but let's go back to 1992. Let's see if you can guess who this next white rapper is.
Drop my Benz on the Van Wick and at a club. I'm packing in more bodies in a morgue. When it comes to your girl, kid, I fuck that female dog.
Why y'all let them finish this round?
Check it out, yo. I scream, you scream, we all scream for torture. So play the baby, I'll play mommy and I'll abort ya. This and me, yo, that's the point where water freezes. Holy shit, my asshole is blessed by Jesus. Check it. You like me, bitch, and I'm the motherfucking grizzly. Ditch, digging nigga, and my bitch are getting busy. I'm spineless swine, let me enhance the cancer. Sleeping, you'll hear your motherfucking respirator beeping. Reaping herbs, try to rob me clean, but I'll bust your fucking nasal to keep my pockets hazel green. You'll get snuffed like we. This rapper ain't no booty bitch, kid. I'll sell a switch split up your crapper. I put a new front, they got amnesia. To see me swing randomly, just like a fucking seizure. You beaver, leave you looking foul when I flip this type of skill, real fresh like holes meant to lift this. I go nuts when the job calls for me to give commands to my hands and penetrate your eyeballs. Rip right out the motherfucking socket like plugs. Incompetent thugs can't take my cancer with drugs.
Did you figure it out yet? If not, maybe you will now. Let's see.
Moving along now to a definitively darker side of hip-hop.
The year is 1999 going into 2002. He's known throughout the underground, you guys. Some understand him. His fan base, you know, it's rock solid, but his content, it's keeping him on the underground.
Value, but he really takes cruelty to a whole other level, and he has quite the following. So I decided to meet up with this horrorcore rapper to find out whether there's any artistic merit whatsoever to his gruesome rhymes. Let's just get right into it.
Okay.
What's with your obsession with sex and death?
I just love it.
I love sex and death. Sex, violence, and death and all that.
Turned up a little.
It's not really an obsession with death. It's that, you know, the topic of death is very brutal. It's the unknown. And so death represents the next level. We don't know what death is. Do you know? You haven't died yet.
Yeah.
I haven't died yet, so we don't know. It's violence, basically, you know? It's more of like, why do you rap about violence? It just excites me.
What's
you know?
exciting about violence?
It's my release of aggression. If I didn't do this rap and release it, I'd be in prison right now.
You catch a belligerent bludgeoning, but a metaphysical technician of execution will cut your spleen.
I'm the most brutal rapper on the planet. That's my thing. I'm the most brutal.
So what's the artistic merit, I suppose, of rapping about gory, brutal, violent things?
Total artistic. It's like seeing a corpse on the floor in a pool of blood. It's totally artistic as much as seeing a live person with flowers behind them.
How so?
It just is. It exists. You know, you're seeing a being that's not alive. That's artistic. It might be gruesome. I'm not saying I sit and I love it. You know, I watch it 24/7. Oh, that's great. I'm just saying anything's artistic. Something doesn't become artistic because it's positive or negative. I'm honestly really not concerned with what anybody thinks, you know? I mean, in the end of the day, I'm worried about what my fans think. You don't like me, you're not my fan. You don't make me money, you don't support me. Some people will say, oh, well, your stuff isn't good and it's not quality enough for me. Well, then I don't need them. There's at least 1 million people who want to hear some brutal shit.
He's right.
That it makes them feel good. It makes me feel great.
So, what do you think of Necro? I gotta say that I personally find him kind of disturbing, but to each their own.
Man, what a bitch. Necro, man, he's still putting it down, you guys. He's built a worldwide fan base, stays active on social media with his fucking fans and his haters. You still should respect someone for, their body of work. Even if you're not a fan, but before we go any further, make sure you check this gear out right here, man. All right, help support the channel. Check it out.
All I need is about 6 minutes to walk, run in your bed, run through your room and put the gun in your
It's like it was made for me.
Never get caught cause I'm running too fast. Out to the ride, never get hot cause I'm gunning too fast.
Light, comfortable, and loud where it counts. This is how you rep the network.
Leave a nigga stiff as a statue.
Catch the look at sicktv.com.
I go to plan 2. You can come into the butcher shop, put your Glock on the table. I put your brains on the table and took your knot.
What is your burger?
Burglars breaking into a house next door.
It's a routine call.
Till this.
I've got a shotgun. Do you want me to stop him?
For 2 anxious minutes, he waits and watches his neighbor's house. Then it gets too much.
I'm going out the window. So I ain't
It was what you think tatted on his head. And concrete is the spot where he made his bed. Yeah, he say he felt it when they came right in. Lay baby mama down by the playpen.
Underground hip-hop is alive and well. Right now, at this time, Eminem is dominating the radio. But other white rappers are spawning. They're fucking spawning up all over the country, man. Like this next one right here. Check this out.
The name of this song is Uncle Sam Damn. It's a show tune, but the show ain't been written for it yet. We gonna see if Tony Jerome and the band can maybe work it out for me. Straighten me out right quick. I like it so far, man. Yeah.
Brother Ali.
Come on, let's go. Welcome to the United Snakes. Land of the thief, home of the slave. Grand Imperial Guard where the dollar is sacred and proud. Let's do the real, come on now. Smoke and mirrors, stripes and stars. Stolen for the cross in the name of God. Bloodshed, genocide, rape and fraud. Written to the pages of the law, good Lord. The cold continent latchkey child ran away one day and started acting foul. King of where the wild things are, daddy's proud cause the Roman Empire done passed it down. Imported and tortured the workforce and never healed the wounds or shook the curse off. Now the grown-up Goliath nation holding open auditions for the part of David. Can you feel it? Nothing can save you. You question the rain, you get rushed in and chained up. Fist raised, but I must be insane, cause I can't figure single damn way to change. Well, welcome to the United Snakes, land of the thief, home of the slave. The Grand Imperial Guard, where the dollar is sacred and power is God. Welcome to the United Snakes, land of the thief, home of the slave. I never said I had a business mind. I just don't believe that quitting time exists. Ain't no finish line to this. You gotta give me mine, I really shine. My given time is this. Live and die with the grind, driven by the fist. Where do you place my name if I never played your game? We don't race the same. I don't run inside no painted lane. Plus y'all pace is strange. Y'all either stop or you sprint. Run when it's sunny and hide if it changed the rain. I wouldn't be half the Ali that I am if I slow myself up and try competing with these people, fam. I'm every bit as unconcerned as they are unprepared. Market flooded, needless to say, I wasn't scared. Let's all drop the same day. I don't care. Put listening stations in the store and let the public hear. Better yet, let's have an in-store performance. Make it oranges to oranges, me dwarfing your endurance. After that, we'll shoot this with our supporters and see how many more discs of yours the indie stores order. You already know I out-rap them. On the low, we outwork, outthink, and outclass. And I promise if you take me home, I'll sing you a song. Never leave me alone. Say, come on, baby, throw me a bone. I'll sing you a song. Never leave me alone.
Brother Ali.
And I promise if you
Motherfucker's dope. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
I stayed up all night, hit me hard like fire. From behind the next in line, inspection time.
2 decades later, he's still putting it down, you guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm writing you a song though.
Mid to late 50s.
You said one love, you can't unlove. I don't know what it is you're trying to run from. Like you trying to unfriend me in real life. I want it all real, nothing fake, please. I don't wanna wonder what your handshake means. I don't need to say everything I think I must. My ego try and ruin everything I touch. Or what I mean though, or what my point is, that you're much more important than my point is. If I win an argument and lose your heart, Lord, hit the bullseye on the wrong dartboard. Wanna thank everyone for being patient with me. It's a journey that I'm on, I pray you take it with me. And to quote myself, that's what this is about. We live, learn, and figure it out. Oh my God, now easy when it's real. Just don't leave because I still need your patience. And hear me when I say this.
Say this. That was his body of work over time right there, you guys. From the beginning until now. It's the year 1999 and we're all in Southern California. Land of the skaters, surfers, celebrities, actors, musicians, palm trees, and gangsta motherfucking rap and these dudes.
Columbus.
Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
Columbus, Ohio.
I'm here with the Cottonmouth Kings of Orange County, the hip-hop punk rock band. What's up, y'all?
Southern Cali in your area. What's up, Ohio? Been a long time since we've been to Columbus. About, 6 months?
Yeah, it's been about since October, right?
We're here at the ICP, yep. Yeah, we're back. Everything's so brown out here in the middle of the country, man. It's hard to get chronic out here in these parts.
I don't know either, man. I couldn't answer that one.
I've actually been praying for you guys out here. I said, Lord, God bless the Midwest. Lord, take away the stress.
Yeah.
Oh, no, well, basically, we were brought up in a system where we're brainwashed to believe, first of all, America as a country has only been here 200 years, and it's as long as we first acknowledge that this country was stolen from the Native American people who had occupied this land. Stolen. Thousands and thousands of years, and the
the new colonists came over and took over this country by massacring the biggest genocide. Talk about ethnical cleansing that they claim that they are so opposed in Kosovo. It's how this whole country was taken over. You know, first we got to acknowledge that this country is built on lies and blood of the Native American people, and that, you know, we're all put here and supposedly to conform to the big machine, you know, and we're just saying that it's all about our purpose for living, and we all have a reason for being here on this planet, and we don't believe it's, you know, necessary to have to work a 9 to 5 to pay all your taxes and you live in credit and in debt to try to fulfill the illusion of ownership in America. And we just believe that, you know, we're trying to attain freedom, you know what I mean, as individuals in our time here in this lifetime. That's it. That's basically about it.
6 months later, but it's a whole world. Need more time than ever. I want promo, cook meals for TV. Didn't know so about this. People do it, take on the sales. No cash back and from the OBC. Urban life, niggas shit. Suburban life ain't what it seems.
Well, you know, any society, you know what I mean, you want to have roads and you want to have certain things. We believe there should be a flat tax, but just the way the taxes are in America is pretty much stealing. You know what I mean? They take 33% of your income, but they tax you for making money. They tax you when you live. They tax you when you die. They tax you when you sell.
Suburban life, the American suburban life, so pretty. Suburban life ain't what it seems.
They tax you when you buy. They don't stop taxing you, you know what I mean? So taxes basically are stealing, yeah.
What's the word that best describes the Cottonmouth King's philosophy?
Anarchy.
Same dog.
Anarchy.
Anarchy. You guys are the anarchists of rap. Is that correct?
Pretty much. I'd have to say so. Yeah, I don't know. If I could change the world, because I've been on tour and shit, and I see the way all these girls act and all these people act out here on the road, it's funny. But if I could change the world, first I'd change myself. No more foolish vengeance, no more seeking wealth. I built one big utopia where we could all be free. No 9 to 5 to stay alive, just peace through anarchy. Ain't no groupie hoes to jock the flows of song and poetry. No icons, we'd all live long and love, not misery. There's just no groupie hoes to jock the flows of song and poetry. No icons, we'd all live long and love, not misery. Ladies, keep your clothes on, you know what I'm saying? Quit disrespecting yourself like that. Cottonmouth Kings.
Yeah. What's that, right eyes?
Hell yeah.
And we out of here.
This is the Cottonmouth Kings.
I got mine too. Got enough blood through the Cottonmouth crew. When we saw the trophy get away, down the way from your world, the rain never bird was try. Don't want none of the selling earth on the birds on every street, bitch. Oh, real trouble, so filthy, we so pussy. Suburban life ain't what it seems. Suburban life, the American dream. Suburban life, so pretty.
It's too many followers. Dumbasses by the masses. You better sing so hard you fucking shatter your glasses.
Don't do like they do. It's a sick world. You just gotta stay true.
D-Loc in this bitch. What's up? My shit. My shit. Peeping out the bus. Cottonmouth Kings. On tour. Where we at? Big show tonight. We got some local heads here. Let me use your video camera. Representing. Shit, right here. The Ranch Bowl. So I'm gonna be smoking some fat ass bowls tonight. Cottonmouth Kings and blow this bitch up. I brought my skate to relate to the society. No money in my pockets cause they lied to me. No papers to my name to see my bong broke. I guess that's why they call me Crazy D-Loc. What's up, bro?
In 2015, they released the album Crown Power, after teasing the release online for a long time. And here on this album, you can hear their sound decline with the absence of Bobby D.
I'm talking to chronic, I'm taking some rest. Smoking this sight, so we keeping it fresh. And the greenest, no questions, grit. Now packing a pipe and we taking a flight. We do it all day and we do it all night. Sour D, Purple NYC, Atomic OG, and we see.
But at least they got St. Dog involved for the first time in years. They came back in 2018, the album Kingdom Come. This time around, the lineup featuring original members D-Loc and St. Dog. A return of form, and the closest thing to the raw hip-hop sound on the debut back in 1999, Royal Highness.
Come on, it's been a privilege to rock with you. Let's go. If you saw Pop with the R.I.P. and all the albums that you caught from us.
I started a group with two of my buddies called Cottonmouth. Well, first called P-Town Ballers, then called Cottonmouth. And everybody knows the story from there, but one of the original members of Cottonmouth passed away. And
Saint wrote the very first song for Cottonmouth Kings, 96. Let me rewind a little bit. First of all, I met him through his brother Haas. I knew Haas first. Through my cousin Elo. My cousins were, they used to be up in Riverside. I had family up there at St. Lived. He lived a couple blocks away. And I was like in 8th grade. And me and Haas were kicking it with Elo. And Saint was always a special kid. He always had cool style. He was slashing on a skate. And I was like, damn, that's dope. Then we started writing raps. He used to rap Christian raps. Back in the day, he was rapping about the Lord, and he taught me kind of how to write raps and pattern the songs out. And we just had a dream. We had passion. We were kids. We all moved up to Brad's house, and we already had all the songs written. And he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna get you a record deal." We're like, "All right, what's up?" So we made a tape. We made the demo tapes. We shot that shit to everybody. Like, yeah, we want bleach blonde hair rappers. Like, they want an Eminem. Like, yeah, you look just like him. Like, now we don't want to be marketed to that market. We want to be marketed to the suburbs. We want to be marketed to the alternative kids. You know what I'm saying? So,
even though we've spent a lot of time touring the country, touring the world, doing songs, hanging out, whatnot, the things I think about the most, the things that I remember the most are the times back in the day, in these days, in the Cottonmouth days, and we'd roll around, meet Dustin and Steve in the probe, Steve's probe with the 15s in the back. That's where we got the bump.
St. Dog, my brother, I love you, man. It was way too early for you to go.
Rest in peace, St. Dog.
Never expected it to end this way, first of all. Just how you touched everybody, just the legacy you left behind. You're such a unique person.
Cottonmouth Kings from 1998 to the present day.
But it's a blast, my brother. It's a blast.
I mean, it seems like you're having fun, and I know that you got a lot of touring actually scheduled this year that starts next month.
Yeah, we have 9 shows or 10 shows. Oh, well, yeah, 10 shows I think before May, and then we have a pretty heavy May tour. I mean, yeah, dude, it's May, April. It's like perfect timing. You know, the record comes out. The momentum's building in the camp. It's fun to be playing. I've been having a lot of fun on stage lately, just playing music and just having fun, you know, being away from my kids and enjoying what I do and just being the best I can be at it. And just, it's just legendary to me now. I've kind of stepped out of my shell at my age, 48-year-old man. I stepped out of the D-Loc shell and went, damn, like, we've created a lot. Like, you better protect it. Like, you know, so it's fun for me to just play the role. And because, you know, like, life can suck if you're doing shit you don't want to do. Like, at the end of the day, like, fuck, like, life goes quick. I'll tell you, before you know it, you're going to be 50. I remember 30 years ago to smash it like it was nothing. Like, oh, this is never going to end. Well, let me tell you, Yeah, well, it's gonna end.
Let me, but do me a favor real quick, man. Don't go anywhere. Make sure to check this out first.
That's that sicktv.com right there.
Recommend joint, can't miss it. Old block, no, now that's hard.
It's a zero-cost, members-only, self-sponsored, ad-free streaming network designed for the underground.
It's free, bitch. Welcome back, and I am DonRob from DonRob Flixx. We just went over, a small handful of, I would like to say all these guys were pioneers. They still are pioneers right now. They're still putting it down. They're, they're a little older now. They're more my age. Actually, they're all older than I am. Doing more research on these guys, but we don't need to get into people's ages or anything like that. That's not necessary, but it does feel good to say these guys are all kind of much older than I am. Except for Cottonmouth Kings, man. A few of those dudes are about my age. So all good though, no big deal. It is what it is. But, there's a lot more underground artists and mainstream artists, sellout artists. Man, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. More than I could even imagine. More than you can imagine. Do you guys realize that there's been hundreds of white rappers since the inception of rap? Do you? I don't think a lot of people understand that there has been a curse on these motherfuckers from day one. And like I said, on part one, well deserved. For a very good reason. Because the music industry, owned by, we don't know who, I'm not going to say who, I think I know who, but it's really no big deal because I'm not a conspiracy theorist like that. I'm not one of those people that are going to blame everything on certain people. But, I will say that, motherfuckers like to control shit and, push narratives, I think. I do believe that. And I do believe that when they choose to, push something and really get something moving and going and into the mainstream, it's going to go. It's going to go. I think it's a lot harder nowadays in modern day times, and I'm happy for that. It's good. I like that. I used to get kind of upset about all the easy access to everything and how easy it is to make music and do everything that you can do. But now that I think about it, fuck that shit. It's back to 2 turntables and a microphone when it's like this, man. That's all it is, and that's what made hip hop from day one, man. Don't forget that. But look, in the beginning, I do believe that the labels were trying to chase the new Elvis Presley because they knew that hip hop was exploding. They knew it was just going to keep going. Everybody thought at the beginning that, and you'd always hear people talking shit. They've all been wrong. I was a kid at this time, but I knew, man, I felt it. It was music. And later on, I started doing it. And, to give you guys all a little, look. Before we get into talking about all the more rappers, let me tell you a little about myself. If you care. If you don't, turn it off then, man. Fuck it. I think I have a story to tell. I think I have a very interesting story to tell. It'll be told in many, it'll be like it'll be at least a 4 to 6 parter. It won't happen. It won't happen in a 1-parter. But so, when we come back, man, we'll be talking about Mac Miller, G-Eazy, Yellow Wolf, Logic, Post Malone, A$AP Rock, David Byrd, NF. We already talked about the Beastie Boys, Ritz, Paul Wall, Post Malone, of course, Weird Al Yankovic, man. But I don't really want to put him in the category of all this, but I guess we have to toss him in there sometime, right? Little Zane, Little Peep, Asher Roth, Jelly Roll, Haystack, Heistables, you might know him as MC Heist from Sick Made Music, of course Low Key, I don't want to say it, but Iggy Azalea. I really didn't want to throw a bunch of girls in here, but I guess we got to throw a few, right? Iggy Azalea, Zigzag from Sick Made Music. I mean, there's more, right? There has to be more white girls. Diabolic, Bubba Sparks, Slug, Little Peep, 360, And of course, Marky Mark. And what about that motherfucker John Cena? You guys know he was a wannabe rapper at one time too, right? Hoodie Allen, Vinny Paz. What you know about Vinny Paz? Action Bronson, NF, Yellow Wolf. And of course, what about that Mac Miller? Can't forget about Mac Miller. So you know what, you guys? We're going to have a lot to talk about. I mean, I will tell you this, man. You know, let's go back to the last group. All right, let's go back to the last guys. You know, Cottonmouth Kings. Let's talk about them real quick. It's a sad story. It's a typical story, though, of anybody that knows anybody around any rock groups or rap groups or any type of group. You know, you have a lot of different personalities, and you know, there's always somebody that ends up with a problem, with a drinking problem, a drug problem, or maybe everybody does, man. Or motherfuckers always fight. Motherfuckers think that this dude's making more than I'm making, or this motherfucker's writing too much, and I want to be writing this, or I want to be doing the main vocals. I mean, it's just always drama. I don't think I've ever in my life met a group, and I'm not going to name names, but I know a lot of groups. I know rap groups, and I also know rock groups. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know one single group where everybody gets along. That's all I'm going to say. Not one. Not one fucking motherfucker. There's never a group that always gets along. It just like if you grow up with a lot of brothers and sisters, or you grow up with a family, not everybody gets along, man. That's how it works. So I'm not talking shit when I say that. I mean, look, when you're in these groups, man, especially if you form them from the hood, or if you form them from the, you know, let's just say it's a rock group, man. And these dudes are all forming their little rock group and shit, and but little middle class kids, right, all forming their shit. I'm trying to compare it that way. If I'm getting those people watching right now, that, you know, I don't know why I'm doing it that way, but it's all the same basically is what I'm trying to tell you, man. Humans are humans. People are people. People are tribal. We're all normal. We're all human. It's that fucking simple, man. So, we have a lot of white rappers to talk about. A lot of white fucking rappers to talk about. And it's impossible to talk about as many white rappers as there has been until now, all in one episode. I thought I could do it in two. Impossible. It's going to take 4 to 6 of these motherfuckers. It really is, man. There's no fucking way. There's no way, man. There's too many of them. There's just too many, man. There's too many. There's way too many. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I just, when I first came up with the idea, I want to go to the history, I want to talk about all the white rappers, I didn't realize there was hundreds of them. I really didn't, man. I did not know that there were hundreds of white rappers like there are. And it's a trip. It trips me out, man, because I know when I was just naming off some names, I forgot names too. I'm sure I did, because, you know, I'm a little high, man. I'm a little stoned off life, if you know what I mean. I'm not, you know, this is nicotine. So I'm stoned off life. I like life. Life is great, but I am happy that, you know, music is easier to access when it comes to making it, because rap is all about, I mean, I don't think, well, I'm sure everybody must know this by now, man. Rap is not, you know, made where, you know, you're sitting there really writing music, you know? You're jacking shit. Kanye was the king at that shit. My bad. Ye was the king at that shit. Some say he still, you know, you can say he still is. Speaking of Ye, man, did you guys see his live performance in Mexico City? Did you guys get a chance to check out his live performance in Mexico City? Let's clip it real quick, all right? Let's watch it together real quick. Check this out, man. What do you guys think?
The drama, bitches suing me. I'm on TV talking like it's just
that stage is fucking hard as fuck, huh?
You deserve to have it all. That she crack.
That stage goes hard.
What she order?
But look at all of his past hits that he did, man. Look at this. And this. And this.
God, show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down.
And this.
West side, we gon' set this party off right. Man, I promise.
And this.
Pull up. You can't roam without Caesar.
Man, back to back. And this.
I guess we here.
And this.
Hold on.
And this right here. Should I keep going? Alright, and this.
You could be my black Kate Moss tonight. Play secretary
and this.
Run away fast as you can. Run away from me, baby.
Yeah. For rap. Yay. Is MJ. And I don't mean Michael Jordan, but I guess if we're comparing him to basketball, he is MJ and Michael Jordan, but he is MJ, Michael Jordan too, if you want to compare it to basketball, but I meant Michael Jackson, motherfuckers. That motherfucker's dope. I hope you watched that shit last night because it was decades of his hits. I was tripping, gave me a lot of memories, man. But anyways.
Yo, grab him. They're right there. I almost had the black one. Move. They're getting away. Man, look at them. They all the way up there now. Ain't no way we climbing that. Unless we order one.
2026 has started off interesting for me. I don't know about for you. Hopefully it's been a lot better than it has. Hopefully you've had a better 2026 start than I've had. It's been, just loss, man. Loss. And I feel like for the first time, I'm not even going to say it right now. I'll say it on a different episode. I was going to talk about my mom and how it makes me feel losing her. But I'll tell you this, for the first time since she passed away, I've been able to look at pictures, and even that's hard though, but you do find yourself just, you could just be looking at a wall, next thing you know, it reminds you of your mom. Even though it's not a wall that you grew up around with her, just memories come back, man. And anybody that's lost their parent, I'm sure relates to what I'm saying right now, but let's move on. This is it's getting depressing. That's not what we're supposed to be doing right now. You know what? I'll see you guys on the next one, man. That was episode number 33, right? We just did number 33, I think. Yeah, we just did number 33. And this was the history of the white rappers. Actually, the curse of the white rappers. And you'll see why on the next one, it's going back into the curse. Because right now, when you just saw those guys, Eminem was killing it still. I'm out. I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? So, stay safe. I gotta say one other thing. Alright, I gotta say one other thing that I used to say a lot. I said it, I think, on like 95% of all the other episodes. I would look into the camera, and I would look right in the lens, and I would say it. This time I'm gonna look up and say it, alright? I love you, Mom.
I used to think that I knew my way around this town.
Right here still in Sacramento, grinding and hustling for meals is all I know. I gotta pay the bills, though my kid needs a home. And 2K8 was the first for me to roll, but nothing really changed, so except I'm more poor. Now it's 2K10, no bomb, you need to know. The ghetto's more dirty and we're running out of time. Hobos lining up to take our last dime. The big bastards wonder why I choose the life of crime.
My way around this town. Just sleep. just hope they know. Just sleepy California. How much I really care. Just sleepy California. How I want the best for them. Just sleepy California. Even though I'm haunted.
I don't wanna die, but I will wanna try. I look up in the sky when I wanna have my cry.
Bitch, I'm the coldest white rapper, let me thaw a minute. Just check the numbers, ho, there ain't no sense in arguing it.
Sick TV, bitch.